Salute. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Monty TV. We back on it. 90%. I know I was getting over a cold and all that, so we are back on it, man. Another day, another quarter. We focused up. And this live right here is about distractions. Distractions. There's a lot going on. Make sure you're focused up. Yeah. What's going on with y'all though, man? Just got back from NYC too, man. I meant to link up with my boy Hamp while I was out there, but there's a lot going on. I had my son's birthday celebration and all that, so pardon me, Hamp. We'll have to catch each other on the next go round. But I'm back in NC with it. Just getting situated. Y'all know that's that Tape Modern Beats in the background. If y'all haven't followed my little bro, go follow him. He get his produce on. Good music. Whole lot of different styles. Any genre, trap, drill, hip hop, rap. Go check out Tape Modern Beats. I'll make sure I'll throw it in the description. Let me put the link up here. If anybody wants to join, y'all can come tap in. Getting my setup right. Still waiting for more equipment, but I do got a nice little ring light. So if you see the little, we a little bright on this side. Although it's still daytime, but still the ring light definitely adds a nice little ambiance, a nice touch. So let's get it going on, man. It's been a lot of different topics, a lot of different things that I personally feel have got the people distracted. Yeah, I know one of the biggest things that has happened as of recent, the Oscars, Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith, or supposedly slapped. Let me say that. Allegedly, he was slapped by Will Smith. I think the whole thing was corny. I don't think that the joke that Chris made was corny. I think that it could have been taken as insensitive, given the situation with Jada Pinkett. And, prayers go out to Jada Pinkett. I hope that she does heal and gets well. But given the circumstances, Chris Rock being a comedian, Will Smith technically being a comedian / actor, both of them, I think that it was corny. If you was gonna try to make a point out of that, that's kind of like what I'm touching on. I haven't heard too many people really touch on it. I've gotten a couple different perspectives because, of course, with that being a distraction, that was like what everybody chose to talk about. The exact time that it came out, and the very next day, every YouTube channel put something up about it, as though, of course, the news didn't cover it, or as though the whole entire world wasn't watching, or at least caught a clip of it somewhere online. And that's kind of where I'm going with this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube has just become so typical. You know exactly what your timeline is going to look like, even from the people that you expect something different from. Even from the people that you expect, like, okay, this person is going to at least, be logical. You know what I'm saying? I hold this person to this superhuman, as I call it, sort of standard. So I know that they're going to inform us on what's really what, instead of following the normal trends. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this slap from Will Smith to Chris Rock. I think it's real corny, man. I think it's real corny. And there's so many other things, personally, on a personal level, that you're going through right now that you could actually, share with the rest of the world, the YouTube community and the world, to enhance our lives in some sort of way, because that slap and whatever is going on in the media, it actually did nothing for us. What did you actually learn from it? Except that, this person is probably faker than what you already thought that they were. You know what I'm saying? What did you actually get from that? So to constantly spend time, man, this is what I'm saying. I'll take as many breaks as I possibly need to. What's up, Nicole? Good afternoon, bro. Yeah, let me set this up. Should be showing the joints. Good afternoon, Nicole. How you doing, man? I'm back on the scene. It's been a couple days. As you know, I was a little sick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about 90% now. And got some time today, So I thought it'd be a good time to go live. And plus I wanted to talk about this topic, distractions, for a couple days now, but just got back in town from New York, celebrating my son's birthday and all that. So, I've been a little busy, but salute to you. Good afternoon to Nicole and everybody else in the building, everybody else coming in. But yeah, man, we got to stay focused. And I think that ultimately, guys, with everything that's going on, we got to take things for exactly what they are. You know what I'm saying? See it for what it is. Whatever message, if there's a message or if there's something that you could pull or take from it, and then move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Okay, you in the background. No doubt. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was my man Hamp. Hamp just texted me. Hamp might be joining us soon. So we got a couple things that we need to clarify. There's some pages that's popping up. Some people, you know what I'm saying? That's been reaching out to me. So hold on. Pardon me, y'all. Yeah, I appreciate that, Nicole. Appreciate that. So yeah, I just wanted to get everybody up to speed. This upcoming week, I do have a new gym for you guys, a new credit gym. I'll just go, briefly into it. The company is actually called Grain, Grain. And what Grain is another credit builder, which is going to help to enhance our credit profiles. All right, so just like the self-lender account, what you do with Grain is more of like a secure credit card. And so, all right, pardon me, y'all. My device is going off. Yeah, Grain is a secure credit card, so pretty much you put the balance on it. I think it starts at like $250. So you put the $250 deposit down, and then those transactions that you actually do, everything that you do using your Grain card gets reported to the credit bureaus. So I'm going to go into more details this week. I'm pretty much putting together like an outline for that live. You know what I'm saying? But I did find a new gym for you guys. And that's pretty much what my weeks look like, you know what I'm saying, on the day-to-day. It's finding different, tools, different gyms that we can apply to our lives. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too intricate, nothing too hard. These are all investments. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you find here on Armani TV will be you making an investment in yourself. So there is no pressures. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is free and welcome to check it out. I advise everybody to do their homework, their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I do give you guys, you can read up on the companies, the websites. You know what I'm saying? Look at the information, take it in for what it's worth. And if it's something that you feel could apply to your situation in your life, use it. Because that's pretty much all that the information is for initially. So hopefully everybody is doing well. Everybody's been having a prosperous week. Again, minus the distractions, everything that's been going on in the media. If you thought that the Oscars and what happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock was anything that would aggrandize or attribute to, you know what I'm saying, being something that would be conducive to growth in your life, if it was something that, you know, helped you to get to the next level in whatever sort of way, hey, that's great. But life moves on, and there's so many other things going on in life that I feel that we as a people, as a whole, I'm not talking about black, brown, Spanish, red, whatever. I'm talking about we as a people have to, you know what I'm saying? We got to get on a certain time in the where, you know what I mean? We have more creativity going on, because there's nothing creative about what happened at the Oscars. I think that it was a learning moment for all of us, but I don't think that many people were focusing on, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on it for that. And I think that what makes YouTube so lame at this point is the fact that everybody's mindset literally thought that going online and making a video about it was like the thing to do. And then especially like the very next day. It's like so typical. The news already covered it. The Oscars covered it. We were all watching, you know what I'm saying? And even for those who weren't watching, you know, some sort of news outlet, you know, spread the news. So again, man, distractions. That's the topic of discussion today. That's the moniker of the live, distractions, and pretty much how the entire world is kind of set up to be that way, depending on the information that you're choosing to obtain. Got to be real careful, man. The information that we're choosing to obtain, the stuff that we're choosing to allow to entertain us. YouTube is all here for it. There's so many different things that you can find on YouTube. And essentially, what I would come to YouTube for was to figure out things. YouTube was the video version of Google for me. And it makes sense because YouTube is owned by Google. All right. So, you know, it's a search engine. That's exactly what I use it for. It's a search engine, but in a video, you know, in a video form. So you would go on Google and search in how to fix a flat tire on a car. You know, you could go in on, you know, search it on YouTube and see an actual video. It's all about learning. Some people were more visual learners. Excuse me. Some people were more, you know, physical. They got to write it down. Hands-on type of learners, you know. So YouTube was pretty much like a tutorial sort of platform, how to informational sort of platform, you know, where you can figure out how to get things done and how to do things. And that's what I would essentially use it for. So it was very, very important to me when it came to creating my channel, the content that I was going to put out. You know what I'm saying? How is it going to actually help people? Entertaining, if you could do it to where it entertains and actually helps, then, you know what I'm saying? That's like a combination. But it doesn't actually always have to be entertaining. You could be somebody who's here to be informative. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the prettiest thing. I care about my appearance, but I don't really care about what you think about it in regards to, you know, thinking that somebody is here to just be on the camera. This is what I feel a lot of people make a mistake with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They want to turn the camera on because they feel good. And that's great. I promote that. You should feel good. I'm all about self-help, self-awareness, and feeling great. But to just turn on the camera just because you feel good or you want to show somebody your outfit and you have nothing, you know what I'm saying, to actually offer, I think that you're wasting people's time. So we don't want to waste time. Wasting time is a part of being distracted. And that's, you know, again, that is the meat and potatoes of this live. Distractions. I think you guys are getting distracted because somebody has a couple good words, you know what I'm saying? But it's mixed up. Look at the topics that they actually choosing to talk about. They may have a couple good words, but in the actual realm of bullshit, it's like literally being the fucking solid piece of shit in a pool of diarrhea, for lack of a better term. Pay attention to people like that. Those people are there to distract and to waste your time. Don't get caught up in the, you know what I'm saying, in the jazzy, you know, words and the appearances, what looks good. Focus on the actual message. But yeah, that's basically it. What we got going on over here. All right. But yeah, salute to everybody. Once again, I hope everybody's been having a prosperous week. As we getting into the spring, I wanted to share with y'all. Went through the duffel. We swapped out. This is the scent right now that we rocking, that Moschino Toy Boy. All right. This is like a, I'm not into floral scents. I think that, you know, floral scents are like more for ladies, like, again, flowers and things like that. But Moschino did a really, really good job with this because it's not so floral, although it does, you know, you get that hint of like a rose. But this rose is like kind of in a garden that's like of a sandalwood. It's kind of smoky and smooth, yet sweet. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is what makes Moschino Toy Boy very, very unique. Plus the bottle, you know what I'm saying? The aesthetics of the bottle. Moschino has always been really, really good with things like that. Yo, Slow, what's good, my guy? Moschino has always been, you know, really, really cool and really good with, you know, the aesthetics. Of course, y'all know them for the brand. Shout out to my boy Biggie, my Moschino hoes, the Versace hot tees. All right, so going back to the early to mid 90s, Moschino was definitely that thing. But gentlemen, as we are going into spring, I would definitely recommend you go check out Moschino Toy Boy for men. Dope bottle, you know what I'm saying? It sits nice on the dresser. It's hefty. It's like literally, it's all glass, ceramic, heavy. This is a heavy teddy bear. All right, and I'm sure that your lady friend will probably enjoy the smell as well. All right, you got a real nice smoky, smooth, sweet rose. That's exactly what this is, and the longevity on this is excellent. So 2 or 3 sprays, boom, boom, and you'll be good for a good 8 hours. All right, so you could do this. This will carry you through your entire work shift. If you got a date, throw it on, boom, boom. You'll be set for the night, and she'll definitely remember the smell, your significant other. So Moschino Toy Boy, man, that's the scent for the week. That's what we rocking. That's what we doing. Shout out to my peoples, man. Slow, what's good with you, man? What's been happening, bro? I'm 90%. I'm like 90% right now, health-wise. You know what I mean? I was a little under the weather, you know, so I missed a couple days. But we back on it, man. Back on it. You know? Putting a little sage together once again. Shout out to my bro. That's Tate Modern Beats in the background. Tate Modern Beats. Y'all go check him out on the YouTube channel. Go show him some love. Oh yeah, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, man. One day at a time, you know what I'm saying? One day at a time, but we still on the grind. Put in a couple hours today at the day job. Gonna get a little coding done later on this evening. So yeah, we back on it, man. And I was telling you guys in the last live, keep your mask up. I know that a lot of the mandates, there's a lot of different mandates and things going on around the world where they're telling people, you know, you start taking your mask off, and that's cool. If you feel comfortable doing that, depending on the, you know, surroundings, whatever circumstances, you know. But me personally, after just being sick and literally being down like the last 10 days, you know, it affects the money, can't get to work, can't make work, you know what I'm saying? So thank God for residual income, you know what I mean? The mobile apps, those things, and And this is, that's something else to just build on the live. You know what I mean? It just goes back into what I was saying in regards to getting your monies and your business right. Everybody being able to have their own mobile app, or at least a website that's generating some sort of residual income. It's important, y'all, because again, getting sick, those sort of things, certain things are out of our control. And it gets to the point to where you want to be able to assure yourself, you know what I'm saying, that, you'll have some sort of income coming in the event that you do find yourself under the weather and not physically able to go out and work. You know what I mean? Ultimately, the idea, depending on how your mindset is, the people that follow me on Armani TV, I would at least hope, I would at least hope that, catching up with the comments. Slew foot. Nicole says salute. But yeah, I would hope that the people that follow this channel are at least thinking on the same plateau as myself. And that's ultimately, creating your own check. CYC, create your own check. It's nothing wrong with working for an employer, but me, myself, I've always had my own aspirations to own my own business, you know what I'm saying, to work for myself. Working for somebody else, we all have to, put that time in. Everybody needs help. I think that it builds character, you know what I'm saying, clocking in, managing your time, they're working for somebody else. There are things that you get from that and that you do learn from that. But ultimately, my thing is we should all be working to be independent. I think that there's something that we all have within ourselves that we can actually offer to the world that would actually some sort of service or good, an actual tangible product that we could actually create, whether it comes from here or, what I'm saying, but some sort of good or service. We all have it within us to offer to the world to where we could actually be independent. You know what I'm saying? It's just about sitting down, taking the time to actually think, putting the plan together and executing that plan. You know what I'm saying? So again, when it comes to the natures of the world and what's going to happen, getting sick, different things like that, certain things that are out of our control, you want to have it to where, you're good. You got income coming in, whether it's YouTube income, mobile app income, some sort of residual income, social security income, disability, Again, I'm not making a joke or making light of that. I'm being serious. You want to make sure that you have something coming in the event that you may fall ill, because these things happen. So shout out to everybody that is thinking on that level, you know what I'm saying, becoming independent, that is on that CYC type of timing, creating their own check, create your own check, CYC. She said, yeah, the public school system trains children to be employees rather than entrepreneurs. Absolutely. Absolutely, Nicole. I was saying in one of my videos a couple weeks ago that credit, finance should be a part of the curriculum once a kid hits middle school. So from 6th to 8th grade, we should be learning about monies, and not just, of course, the regular mathematics, timetables, and multiplication. You know what I'm saying? The normals of what we learn from kindergarten up to that point. But getting into middle school, when the brain starts maturing, we're at that like adolescent sort of age, preteen and all of that, going into our teen years. 6th to 8th grade, finance. And then from high school up into, graduating high school, finance on that sort of level, the same way that we are forced to take Spanish. The way that Spanish is a part of the curriculum of going to high school, we usually take some sort of Spanish class as a second language. That is the way that credit and finance should be in high school. Setting the kid up going into college so that they're, prepared and that they know about the importance of keeping your credit right. What is credit? How to maintain a good score, how to build up credit. You know what I'm saying? What credit can actually do for you. Because these things are it's ultimately going to create, and establish a different sort of adult that leaves and graduates from college. You have, less people in debt. And even if the number of people that's in debt when they leave college, because essentially you leave with a student loan, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? You'll at least know how to deal with it at that point, having better knowledge and information. So give me a second though, y'all. I gotta go grab something real quick. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Packing the mail is gone. She like how I smell cologne. Packing the mail is gone. She like how I smell my cologne. Look at it. Look how this thing spray. It's like a long mist. Like it's quality, gentlemen, quality. That's why I say don't opt to just the dollar store. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself thinking that you're saving some bread. You know what I'm saying? When you can smell like something crazy that'll get you some. Don't cheat yourself thinking that you're saving some bread when you can smell like quality that'll get you some. That's what we talk about, man. That's how we giving it up. That's how we giving it up, man. Got some good sage. A good sage pack just came in. What's up with my mans? What we doing? Pardon. Back to the chat though. She said the public school system. We already did that one. Shout out to Abe1 who has an employer. She says I'm actually at work for an employer as I type this. Get it how I could get it for now. Yes. That's my whole point. There is nothing wrong with working for somebody as long as you have an actual plan. Have an actual plan. An escape plan, as I like to call it. You know what I mean? As long as you're working on a way out, CYC, to create your own check. Everybody should be working on a way to create their own check for yourself. And you could do it while you're working for an employer. When I incorporated my company, I was working for a school, the New York School for Medical and Dental. It's in Queens, New York. I was working for that school, making around $37,000 a year. No, $42,000 a year as a job placement director, the job placement officer, or whatever I was one of the people who helped the students after they finished their program to find a job in the field. So if you were a medical assistant, I helped to find you a job in the doctor's office, or if you was in one of the dental assistant programs, some sort of dentistry, internships, different things like that. So that was my job. $42K a year. And, that's always been my sort of um, job criteria. And I've worked in different colleges, Wall Street, downtown, suit and tie type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So, but having an escape plan, that's what I call it, Nicole. For lack of a better term, an escape plan. It's essentially like never getting too comfortable at that job. If you're cool with making $42,000 a year, in which at that point, like 2009, 2010, around that time frame, when I was working at that school, that was cool for then. And again, for whatever your situation is, I'm not putting any specific numbers out there in regards to what you should be making. This is just what, my situation was at that particular time. What I'm saying is, I wasn't comfortable with that. And I ultimately knew that even if I wanted to make $42,000 a year, I wanted to make it on my own. I wanted to actually create that $42,000 a year, opposed to actually getting it from an employer. There's certain limitations that come with working for an employer. Them choosing your vacation time, or you having to work up to even earn vacation time. Just even having a limit on whatever your salary is. You could bargain. Let's say, for instance, you go out for a job and you say, I want to get $50,000, and the employer, they counter back at 45, and then you say, okay, 47, and then you fall right there at the 47, and they, you make an agreement there. It's still not the 50 that you were ultimately going for. So it's always something to work for when you're working for someone else. So ultimately, while there's nothing wrong with it, I just was somebody who thought, I was thinking like that early on in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So to be in my early 30s now, working for myself while still having, a day job, or, still keep something coming in. Again, as long as there is a plan, an escape plan, you know what I'm saying? So that's, again, what I'm calling it. The escape is you ultimately working for yourself, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? So definitely need to have an escape plan. You know the vibe, Slow. I can't stand that whole earn vacation time nonsense, but I understand it. Yeah, this is what happens. Again, these are the standards that are usually set for an employer. And even myself, I have a tax ID. My corporation, Well Connected Incorporated, if I were to start hiring other developers, I would have to put together, company policies and procedures. How it works right now, I pretty much do all the coding for my company, and that's the only thing that the company does that actually brings in revenue and income. So I don't have employers right now. But let's say, for instance, I started making like custom clothes and, with the company logo and things like that, and I had workers who were making these, then I would have to, put together certain procedures. If I was establishing a storefront, you know what I'm saying? Like a physical building where the company was operating out of. Right now, I operate out of my own space, my own home. My own quarters. So when it comes to things like taxes and whatever essential space that I'm using to conduct business, where I'm programming or where I'm shooting, whatever sections of my house that I choose to use, those sort of areas, are what one is able to at least benefit from business taxes, tax write-offs, and things like that. So yeah, just keeping your business right, whether you're going to be a corporation, whether you're going to be somebody that's a self-proprietor, or an LLC, however you're going to go about it and do it, get your business right. Start now. You know what I'm saying? Use your employer paychecks to, find the right company that's going to incorporate, or LLC, whichever lawyer that you actually choose to go with, and start now. Create your own business. See, when I started Well Connected Incorporated, I knew nothing about coding. The idea wasn't to be a coding company, or I'm going to be this next big tech company. No, I simply said, I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life. So I'm going to start putting monies away for my own company. So the lawyers that I actually found, Spiegel and Utrera, at that time, 2010, the entire package, like what I was trying to put together, was going to cost me a little over $20,000. And so I simply started sending them monies weekly, every single week, up until, everything was taken care of. And what that did was it allowed my company to actually, we have shares. So they put together a stock portfolio for the company. So I essentially had 20,000 shares of my company that I was able to sell out to the public to raise monies for when, we wanted to do whatever we were, going public. So the company hasn't gone public yet, but of the 20,000 shares, we have sold shares of my actual company. So just throwing it out there, if anybody would actually like to invest and own a portion of Well Connected Incorporated, you actually can. We would, whatever amount of shares, each share right now is $1. This is a New Jersey incorporated company. So we have our, state corporation out of New Jersey, and each share is $1. So if you purchased 100, you would have 100 shares, so on and so forth. But yeah, these stock certificates you would hold on to for that time frame when the company is going public. We don't have any plans on, doing that right now. We're still building up, creating apps, getting ourselves acclimated with the world, building up our name. But when that time does come, whatever we actually go public on the market for, so let's say we go public in the shares, we go public at $25. If you're somebody that bought it at $1 right now, that's $24 times however many shares you have. So this is how companies and people become rich. Companies like Facebook, Twitter, those tech companies, they start out as small, tech companies, and then they go public, start looking for investors, and that time frame comes to where it's time to make, regular people multi-millionaires and billionaires at a single time. So it's just all about the timing right now. And again, I incorporated in 2010 with no plans to code. I didn't even know about coding. It wasn't an interest of mine. I just knew I didn't want to work for someone for the rest of my life. So I put together this company. What I was going to do with it, I didn't know. What happened was 2 years later, I started working for this school that sold IT programs. So people would come there to learn IT programs, like how to put together a computer, how to take one apart, how to programming, web development, C+, A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, all these Microsoft SQL and servers, database, and I'm in this environment. And at this time, Instagram was the thing. Facebook was already big, and Instagram was like the new thing. That's what everybody was doing. And we had a class that we actually taught at the school that I was working for, which was mobile app and web development. So it was like an introduction to mobile app and web development. So you were able to learn how to put together a website, learning HTML, CSS, very basics. And it was a 6-month course. So I went to my boss and I was like, yo, I want to learn this. You know what I'm saying? I want to take this class. What would I, how would I go about doing that as an employee? So he's like, I'll do something for you. He was like, I'm not going to charge you the tuition for the actual class. Just buy the books. And I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. So it was perfect. Now I'm all in. I'm definitely doing this. Paid for the books. It was a couple hundred. They just took it out of my my payroll. And I took the classes at night. So I would work from 9 to 5. And then I took the 6 to 9 class. So I was basically at work from 9 to 9. You know what I'm saying? And I did the classes at night. But when I would go home, I was studying. You know what I'm saying? I was reading my books. I was studying. I'm doing my coding. And that's essentially what happened. It wasn't even something that was actually planned. I found myself at a job, and when I created my first app, it was like a very simple game that it was like a ball on the screen, and what you had to do was fling the ball, and it had to hit all 4 corners of your actual phone unless it would start over. And that was it. That was like the very basics of the game. And it's crazy. Like from that one app, the light bulb went off, and I was like, okay, boom. If I'm able to build apps for myself, then essentially putting them together for other people, I can actually charge and make money from it. Now the company has a purpose. Now the company, you know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, 10 years later, 60 something apps later, so many nights, late nights, early mornings, here we are. So essentially just having an idea, putting together an actual plan, you may not always know what it's going to be or, what you should do, but start somewhere. Start now. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? Start somewhere. Put together some sort of plan. If you like photos, create your own photography company. You know what I'm saying? Buy your first camera. Start taking your first lesson. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. But start now. Because essentially what's going to happen is the way that the universe works, it's going to lead you exactly where you need to be, and the people that you need to be, and the places that you need to be at. All those sort of things will start, falling into place. She said, again, employees make the world go round. Part of my hair too, y'all. I got to get my hair done. Still got the four braids to the back. She said, employees do make the world go round. We need human resources out in the workforces. Better human resources, yeah, for surely. Definitely, for surely. I feel you on that, Nicole. Employees are who make the world go round. Employees are who serve the customers. So to all employers out there, the employees, are who are on the front line. Respect your employees. You know what I'm saying? Treat them right. Because as a valuable employee myself, I'm somebody who does value my work and value myself. I know what I bring forth to the company, what I bring forth to the table. It'll be real easy to lose me. You don't want to lose a person like Armani. You feel it later. You know what I'm saying? You feel it later. It takes a toll in your customer service department. Customers are asking about them. You know what I'm saying? They calling in or they coming up, depending on the type of job. They will definitely miss a good worker. So she's absolutely right. Take care of your employees. Employers, take care of your employees. Yeah, distractions, man. Distractions. Will Smith, Chris Rock slapping, all them distractions. All of this capping. I ain't even supposed to be rapping. But right now I might do a backflip. It's crazy, y'all. What's going on today in the world? Saturday on Armani TV. I thought we spread a little bit of positivity. You know what I'm saying? Mix it with a little bit of entertainment as well as some information. Make sure that it's informative. And then you got the right mixture right there. That's the right combination. I understand it, man. These guys is out here, they trying to go viral. They going crazy. They trying to go viral. It's going crazy. They delusional. I don't know, man. They going crazy. They out here. They trying to go viral. They going crazy. Yeah, shout out to my bro on this beat. He went crazy. They delusional. I don't know what these dudes are doing. Yeah, but what these dudes are doing. They're trying to pull a fool on you. The wool right over your eyes. But me, I got a surprise. I'm smelling like Moschino. Yeah, and I'm getting high. I'm getting live on the beat right now. Don't try to turn me down. Right now, I'm just up. Right now, I'm just up. Yeah, and I did this right here with no luck. Yeah, all of my people's in the back and we getting it up. Yeah, shout out to Sloop for Slim. Shout out to Nicole in the chat. Yeah, shout out to my man here. Know that he right in the back. Yeah, Tokyo on my shirt. I'm eating on my hat. Yeah, and y'all know it's facts. Yeah, whenever I rap, gotta take it back. Gotta go back cause I'm getting this. Gotta take it back. Gotta go back and I'm making hits. Nice in the sound, nice with the beat, I'm nice with the round, nice with the crown. Got it right now, from the boogie down. Sound so pure, yeah, sound so nice, and I sound so sure. Look at that ice, spent nice with the price, nice with the thing. They throwing up rice, like I just had a wedding. Yeah, like they throwing up rice, and I get it down. I get it down how you liking the sound. And I get it down. I get it down how you liking the sound. I'm informative on the beat. I don't know what they telling to y'all. Man, they be telling y'all lies. Man, what's wrong with these guys? I look them right in the eyes. I don't see no surprise. But y'all niggas is getting too old to be telling them lies. You should inform your people. When I come through, it's real. It's something real and it's regal. It's something real you can feel too. I'm like Steven Seagal, a Beanie Siegel. Mix them together in any weather. Yeah, and I'm still getting clever. What's wrong with these guys? They all delusional lies. They spitting distractions, y'all. They trying to disguise. They trying to disguise what's wrong with all of these guys. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I don't rock with these guys. I'm just on my own timing. I'm just on my own rhyming. I'm just doing my own thing. You can check in Armani TV. Subscribe when you see me in the broadcast. It's just like it's on TV. That's real raps, man. That's real raps. I ain't even going crazy right now, y'all. That's just real raps for y'all. I don't know what's wrong with these guys, but they trying to distract y'all. They have nothing to tell y'all. They have nothing to offer to y'all, man. What's going on with them? And they making pay. Hold on, let's talk about this real quick. They making the pages. They making pages. Don't be fooled by the numbers. See, they so strung out on these numbers. You got guys making pages, subscribing to their own channels, man. Don't be fooled, y'all. They buying subscribers. They making pages to get. It's crazy. I told you it could be me and two other people in my chat. As long as the information is actually out there, then that's it. Because this is not, you know what I mean? They'll compromise the message over some numbers or trying to look like they got this going on, and it makes no sense. The message is distorted. What are they talking about? A bunch of clowns. You got to put on a bunch of stuff. Matter of fact, I'm doing all my lives now. No more jewelry, man. I'm at least taking my chain off. I don't even need it. I don't even need it. Heavy link. Heavy link. Like, what you think? You hear that? I don't know what these dudes' jewelry sound like. Look. Look. You hear this? Real clinks, real links. I don't know what they be doing, but we don't even need this. I might have a bracelet on it too. Cool. Don't even worry about it. Pay attention to the message. The messenger. You heard? Pay attention to the message in the messenger. These guys ain't got shit to talk about, man. I seen them looking in the camera, licking their lips and all that, trying to make sure that they fit and they swag. Get off camera, man. What did you come on here for? Did you come on here to drop a message? Or you came on here? What do you think? YouTube is a mirror? You know what I'm saying? Talk to the people, man. Talk to me nice, bro. Talk to me sturdy. I'm sanctioned. I'm one of them dudes that's sanctioned, you hear me? Yeah, it's been had me burnt out, Slow. Distractions, bro. That's the name of the live. Y'all will see it when it drops. I don't know if y'all can see it, you know, and probably you can see the title and all that if you got the notifications on. I name all the lives beforehand just so I can have something to go off of. And that's exactly what it is. They trying to distract y'all. I ain't falling for it. I don't even watch the news. Look, how many times you done actually had me this live come on and I had that TV on in the background. And you asked me how many times I actually turned the TV on. There's multiple joints throughout the house. I don't watch TV and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? I watch Armani TV. I'd rather inform myself on smelling good. I'd rather inform myself on getting out the hood. I'd rather inform myself on something good. Because these cats on YouTube, I wish you would. I wish y'all would switch your message up. Yeah, y'all messing up. I don't even know what the fuck, man. What the fuck? Like we say in the Bronx, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, but a lot of stuff I'm calling y'all bluff. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm calling all y'all bluff, man. What's going on, man? Who actually has a message? Talk to me. What my man 10 Toes say, talk back to me, you heard? Talk back to me right now. Talk back to me. Yeah. 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 That's another op in the air. Yeah. Yeah. That's another op in the air. Yeah. Yeah. Closing my ears, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. That's another op in the air. Yeah. Yeah. Closing my ears, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. That's another op in the air. I'm closing my ears, I don't care. I'm closing my ears, I can't hear. The messages they give stupid. The messages they give is loose. The messages they give is stupid. Me, I'm just off of the juice. Me, I'm just off of the truth. Me, I'm just off of the positive. Even mixed with the negative. As long as you talking that shit. Have a message for the kids. Keep the kids out the streets. Stop rapping about beef. You can rap about heat. On your feet, or your fit, or your drip, or your wrist, or your lip. Talk about that and that other shit. They talking about spinning. They talking about drills. They never did a drill. Oh, y'all niggas really need to chill. Let's bring it back to New York, where we get fly and talk, where we don't eat that pork. Yeah, no pork on my fault. Let's talk about living healthy. Let's talk about living wealthy. Let's talk about getting on another shelf. Yeah, that type of talk, man. I don't even know what these dudes saying, but these dudes is lying, putting on YouTube and they playing. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? We don't care about who you screwing. Let's talk about what you pursuing. Let's talk about what you doing. Anything positive is a message, kid. This shit. This whole thing is dead. They just trying to distract y'all. You heard? Keep your hands clean. Keep your mask on when you're going out. You know what I'm saying? Monitor what your kids is watching on YouTube and all that. And that's the message for the day. I'm out of here. We're going to fade it out like this. Shout out to my people in the chat. Everybody that came through to show some love. Next week, I will be back with that credit gem from Grain, Grain. I'm going to be giving some more details on that. As well as a new fragrance review. New fragrance review coming up this week, so stay tuned. Armani TV, make sure you like, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Tate Modern Beats, go and subscribe to him. That's the beats that have been playing in the background. T-A-T-E, Modern, M-O-D-E-R-N, Beats, B-E-A-T-S. Go subscribe to Young Bro.